Ours is actually the golden era of surveillance. It has never before been so easy for the government to track and monitor our habits, our associations, our patterns of life. We all carry tracking devices around with us in our pockets every day that allow government officials, subject to a warrant, to find out where we are right now, where we were yesterday, the day before, 3 weeks ago, etc. It has never been so easy for the government to put together detailed maps of our every movement, habit, and association. It's now possible, and in many cases, it's far too easy for investigators to access this wealth of data to document every criminal suspect's movements, private text and message conversations, and activities. And as the General Court, in its wisdom, found in 1968 when it established the wiretap statute, the quote, uncontrolled development and unrestricted use of modern electronic surveillance devices pose grave dangers to the privacy of all citizens of the Commonwealth. The use of such devices by law enforcement must be conducted under strict judicial supervision and should be limited to the investigation of organized crime. So we believe that that's correct, and that remains correct today. Monitoring the content of personal communication is a tool that is best suited to identifying and disrupting serious criminal activity that is coordinated among multiple parties, which is exactly what the current statute enables. Unfortunately, the bill before this committee represents a sweeping and gravely dangerous expansion of the wiretap statute. This legislation would authorize government agents to install bugging devices in the private businesses and homes of individuals suspected of even very minor crimes like selling small amounts of drugs, as some representatives have noted today. Massachusetts should not authorize government agents to secretly enter a person's home to install a listening device merely because they're suspected of something really petty and nonviolent, like petty drug selling. So the legislature should reject any approach the ACLU believes that enables government agents to listen into the private communications of people not engaged in criminal conspiracies. Any expansion of surveillance powers to enable wiretapping of private communications in investigations not related to organized crime would have far-reaching negative effects and open up a Pandora's box of potential unintended consequences, including political harassment and intimidation. So for those reasons and others that are laid out in our written testimony, the ACLU of Massachusetts respectfully asks the committee to recommend that this legislation not pass. Thank you so much.